Hello and welcome to a short tutorial on how to play Dank Dungeon of Darkness, a tabletop card game which has been turned into a computer game. So these how to play rules, guides, tips, um, they apply to both games. We'll be playing the computer version right now, but the tabletop card game plays almost identical. So I'll spend a couple minutes with the computer version just to show you what's in this, and then we'll dive right into playing. So first off, there is a short how to play section which gives the basic rules. This is more of a quick reference guide. The full rules will be linked in the itch page and on the and on any other pages where you see this game, like the drive-through cards have the full rule book as a PDF. You can play this game online, either in a local LAN environment or over the internet using Steam. We won't be doing that today, but that's how you play with your friends. And then if you need to change any settings, obviously settings, it's very simple. Just a couple things like full screen, sound levels. And then we'll dive right in. So to start with, you have to pick how many AI players you're playing against when you're playing a solo game. I'll play against just like two just to make this a quick game, and we'll use the average difficulty, although you can choose an easier difficulty if you're having a hard time learning and getting stopped, or you can turn it all the way up. The higher the difficulty, the slower the AI players think. I mean, not slower, but it's just the longer they take thinking. So just be aware of that. Turning this up means the game is going to play slower. All right, let's go. The game has 8 unique character cards. You pick your character card. It's the first thing you do. And each character card has some basic stats. This barbarian guy has 1 sword and 1 heart as his stats, and he's currently in the apprentice side. If you flip him over, then this is your stats after you've leveled up to hero status, and you can see his sword jumps up to 3 and his heart remains at 1, but then he gains this additional movement ability of being able to move to all the surrounding squares instead of just the 4. And all the characters have this. If you flip them over, they all have a special ability on the back once you've leveled up. Okay, so to play this, I'm going to pick a simple character, which is also very fun to play, the Rogue. The Rogue has a sword and a key. So each of these symbols on the front are your sort of starting ability to take cards. So you can take any card where the back of the card has one key on it. That means you can pick it up and put it in your hand. The sword means that you can attack a monster and defeat a monster that has 1 health or 1 heart. See, 1 equals 1. All right, we'll get into more of it as we play.
Excellent choice. Let us kill.
Now the AIs are going to pick all of their characters.
My sword is yours to command.
Now we're dealing out the playfield. The playfield is supposed to represent sort of a dungeon. It's a 2D dungeon. And the cards represent different rooms in the dungeon that you're entering. So you can enter the dungeon anywhere on the edge, and that edge is all highlighted right now with which tiles or cards you can choose. Your hand is at the bottom. You start with 1 card in your hand, which is your hero card. Over here is the draw deck. This shows you the top of the draw card that's coming up. So you know in the future when this card is going to come off the draw deck what type it is. And then this is the discard pile, and things will be face up in the discard pile. This is face down. All right, so let's choose a place to start. With the Rogue, I'm looking for chests with a single key because I can take those and other people can't. The other thing I'm looking for are things that are generically useful, like potions, barrels. Those have no requirements, and so anyone can just grab them. So any of the cards that have no requirements on, potions, barrels, scrolls, anyone can pick them up with no need to expend any other cards or to even use their stats. And lastly, I could choose to defeat really weak monsters. So in this case, this monster, he only has 1 heart. So right out the gate, I have 1 sword. I can defeat him. So let's see here. I think I want to pick something near this 1 key chest. So I will pick this starting spot, which will give me a potion. So the potion, you're seeing, this would be your comparison of stats. In this case, there are no stats needed to take this potion. So there's no, it's basically just it's a gimme. So we'll take it. And it goes into my hand and it flips over. And you can see when it flips over, it shows the number of hearts it's worth when you play it. So in the future, when I use this card up, it will be worth 2 hearts. All right. Now, like I said, my plan was to go and get this chest. So as you can see, I've got 3 options being on the edge. I don't have the 4th option, which would be over here. And this chest has 2 keys. Well, can I take that? No. So if you look, here's your stats. I have 1 key. This requires 2 keys, and so it's yellow. And what does yellow mean? Yellow means that if I were to try to take the chest without adding more keys, I couldn't. So if I hit confirm, you'll see it says, hey, do you really want to do this? Because this will cause this card to just be discarded. I don't want to do that. So that would allow you to move here, but the card would go in the discard pile. What I want is to pick up the card. And so I'm going to go here. Green border. That means good. Green mean good. 1 versus 1 means I can take it. I can take this card, and the card will go into my hand, and it becomes an additional card I can use in the future, and it has 3 hearts. So this is a chest. It contained more health for me. And the last part of my turn is I get to choose, of the cards that were bordering the empty space, which one I'd like to have move here. And once that happens, once the card moves here, this card from the draw deck will fly out and replace it. So you don't get to immediately grab this card in the next turn, but you can grab it like 2 turns from now. So it's important to think about, okay, I'm going to click this. That means this card's going to go here. It's a strategy thing. All right, so let's just move the chest there, or move the barrel there, because I can always pick up the barrel. All right, so now it's the knight's turn. He's going to think about his turn. So notice in the corner, you get not just the 2 Cartesian moves, but you also get the diagonal move. And that's so that you don't get trapped in the corner with very few options. It was a change that we made to the game after playing it for a while, and we thought that being trapped in the corner was no fun, and so we gave you the option to move diagonally. All right, so next up, my 4 possible moves are I could switch places with the knight. That would be my entire move, and that's the only thing you can do to another player is just swap spots with them. You can also move them in that sliding phase at the end of your turn. That can also be another way you can kind of mess with your opponent, but you don't really fight your opponent. You're kind of in a race with your opponent more than a head-to-head battle. In this case, I could fight this orc and take him into my hand, or I could try to fight the dragon. What would happen if I fought the dragon? Oh wow, I need to add more cards. It's red. That means I can't take this card. To take this card, you must add cards from your hand. Well, how many would I have to add? Well, it's doing 7 spell. I would need 7 hearts. Well, I don't have 7 hearts. And it has 7 health. That would mean I would need to do 7 damage. Not even close. I'm nowhere near ready to take on this dragon. So I will just cancel. And instead, let's just take a look at this guy. Oh, well, also, I can't defeat him right out the gate with my base stats. He does 3 damage. What does that mean? Well, I could fight him with this card. I click on this card, this turns green, and it shows the 3 hearts up here. So it's saying, if he attacks me, I have 3 hearts, and 3 hearts will absorb that attack, meaning that I will be able to collect this card. And it says you can take this card. And that's basically how the monster fighting part of the game works. In this case, I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get to fighting this dragon as soon as possible. And so I see there's a potion up here. I'm going to move towards the potion. So I take the barrel. It's a freebie. And now, strategically, what I want to do is I want to keep this dragon close because I want to fight him in the future. And I'm going to get another potion. And if this potion is 2 or better, I'll be able to fight him. So I'm going to slide him here. And this potion's going to go here. So I mean, I've got potions all around me. So I've got opportunities. That's my plan. My cunning plan. Okay, the knight takes a scroll. Another freebie. The barbarian. He's taking a barrel. Another freebie. So he's, the AIs are doing the same thing you are. They're kind of trying to acquire cards, get their hand built up so that they can then attack big monsters afterwards. Okay, so where am I at? I can take this potion. I could try to fight the dragon. I know I will lose because I don't have enough health. And I certainly don't have enough swords. I have 3 swords total, 2 and 1. But that's not enough. I need 7. So I'm going to do the potion. It's only worth 1. Bummer. Okay. All right. So in this case, I'm not going to slide the dragon here. I'm going to slide the scroll here because I want to move down and get this potion. So that's the strategy part of the choosing which card to slide in behind you. And you can see each of the other characters, they have different stats, and so they have different things they're going for. Like the barbarian, he's going to go for potions and swords. The knight, he's going to go for more swords and shields or hearts as well. So I'm going to grab a scroll. I mean, scrolls really aren't my deal, but it doesn't hurt. And it's free to pick up. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I could grab this potion. I'm going to grab the potion. Oh, wow, that's a great potion. Oh, fantastic. All right, slide that scroll up. Now I can definitely go down and get that dragon. It's awesome. All right, now I'm going to go get the scroll. Like I said, it's a freebie, no problem. Hey, the only card I can move is this jerk. Well, I'm going to slide him over. So there's an example where the knight moved on top of a traitor, but he didn't have the coins to take it, so it just went right in the discard pile. Which is what's going to happen when I try to take either one of these 2 chests. They're going to go right in the discard pile because I don't have the keys. All right, so that's fine. Yes, too bad, so sad. And slide the knight over again. Oh, I'm not the only one going for this dragon. They're all both going for it. No, no. No, don't take the dragon. Ah, all right. Well, this actually may be a blessing in disguise. The behemoth is an even tougher monster, but it only does 9 damage, and it turns out I have 9 hearts total. So all I have to do is get down there and get to this. So I'm going to swap spaces with the knight. Normally I wouldn't do this, but it's kind of it's kind of a wash between going after something I can't get anyway and going here. So I'll just do this. Yeah, so he went after the traitor, did not have the 3 coins. Card goes in the discard pile. Okay. It just so happens I've completely lucked out and I can beat the behemoth, which is a boss monster, as signified by this symbol in the center. Boss monsters are special in that the first time you defeat one, it causes your character to level up and unlock your special abilities. So, as you can see, red border, I can't fight it on my own. I have to use potions and potions and potions and potions. But I can do it now. Oh, yay! So all the potions go in the discard pile. They're all used up. But it caused me to get a permanent upgrade of one. I went from one sword to 3 swords. And I get a special ability. And you'll see that coming up. So I'll just slide this scroll in. I can always grab that in the future if I want to. And now you can see that down in my hand, I've got the loot from the giant behemoth. And the loot card for monsters contains a whole bunch of stuff. So they contain gold coins. That's good for unlocking chests or traders. But it's also good for the end game because your goal is to get the most coins. And then there are 3 other stats in this case that I can use in future combats should I really need to. But I'd be trading off losing the 9 coins. So it's, it's a trade-off. All right, my turn. I now have a new hero ability. See this new button? That wasn't there before. So if I click on this, I could use my hero ability. My hero ability means that I get to swap with an adjacent card. Hero abilities always give like a pink border if they're a movement ability. I can swap with a card and then take my normal move. So in this case, why would I want to do that? Well, if you look, I've got 3 swords. If you look down here, this guy only has 3 hearts. I can take him. So I'm going to do that. So I swap with the barrel. I don't pick it up. But now I can do my normal move where I fight the ogre who before would have just slaughtered me. And now I just totally trounce him. Boom. And he's worth 3 coins. So that's awesome. Now we're watching the AI move. They still haven't leveled up yet, so I'm ahead. I'm doing great. But they're going to try to level up as quick as they can. And notice they're keeping the monsters, the boss monsters, close to them in an effort to do that as fast as they can. All right, so let's take another look now. I've got 3 swords in myself. I've got 3 swords from this guy and 2 swords. So that's a total of 8 swords versus this dragon who only has 7 health. So I'm going to totally do that because I've got the ability to move an extra move. So I can just move here, bonk, and then I can take the dragon. Oh, boy, the hero abilities all vary, but the movement abilities really open up your options and make it much more fun to play the game. In my opinion, one of the best things to do is have an additional movement ability. Other characters have fun stuff that they do, but as a starting player, especially, the rogue is a great starting character when learning the game. All right, so there I've got them. Notice I clicked on these 2 cards, got a total of 8 versus a 7. Awesome. And I did trade away a 3-coin ogre, but I got a net 4, so it's totally worth it. All right, who do I want to fight? I'll take I'll just take a potion, maybe. Oh, the knight is fighting a ghost. Oh, and he did it with a potion. All right, my next go. Let's see. Do I have what? I don't have what it's needed to take this demon. I don't have what it's needed to take this goblin leader just with my, for free. What should I do? I think I'm gonna go this direction. There's some other monsters down here that are lighter weight, so I'm gonna go this way. And I think I'm just gonna take a potion. It's fine. I don't need to use my hero ability every turn. It's there if you need it, but not required. Okay, that brought out another boss monster. So then now there's 2 boss monsters out here. Those AI players are going to be going for those, trying to level up. All right. So again, I could use my hero ability. In this case, I think I will, because I can take out either one of these 2 zombies for free, because I've got 3 swords versus 3 hearts. So I think I'll use my hero ability here and just switch spaces with that. And then I'm going to go for this one. I think it gives me the best position. Okay. Now, picking who's going to go here, I can either pick orc or zombie. As you saw, the zombie, 2 coins and 2 fire. Okay, so if I take, let's take the orc. Oh, there's the knight. He's fighting the vampire. He has leveled up. Okay, so now he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's got his special ability. He's got his higher stats. He's got his gold border. All right, I'm going to go for the orc. He's a freebie. Worth 2 coins. Oh, the barbarian still does not have what it needs to fight that demon. He probably has too many swords. That's my guess. All right, so what can I do now? I've got a total of 3 swords with this. I could use this guy up, but that would use 9 coins. That's not a good idea. Oh, hey, there's another one of these ogre things. I can just whack it for free. Definitely do that. Because these were 3 coins. Nice. Since you want to get as many coins as possible, you're always playing. You're playing to get the most coins for the least amount of moves. So in this case, I've got a 5 guy down here. That's definitely worth taking. I can't get there immediately, so I'm going to. I think I'm going to take the zombie. He's a free to take. And I'll slide this guy over. That's fine. And next turn I'll be able to take this guy because I get my free move and then I can attack after my free move. Alright, time to use that hero ability again. So in this case, I guess I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to take this guy out. How do I know I can take him out? Because I've got 2 swords right here. So add the 2 swords, total of 5 swords versus 5. He's immune to fire spells. Doesn't matter, I'm not using fire. But he's definitely worth doing. This is going to be... I'll spend 2 coins, but you'll see I get 5 coins. So it's a net 3. So yeah, once you've hit your level up and you got your special abilities, you're playing to optimize how many gold coins you can scarf up before the game ends. Okay. Now I've got an interesting choice. These guys are immune to swords. That's what the little symbol there means. So they're really not good for me to attack. I can't just kill them outright like I can the ogres. I want to either get this ogre, I want to get this succubus, or maybe this shade up here. I want to get up this direction. But how can I do that? Well, it turns out this trader, he's got something to sell. 2 coins. I don't have 2 coins. Oh, I've got 2 coins right here. Let's buy it. Oh, what did he have? Okay, well, first of all, let's just slide this over. That's fine. What did he have? He has a ring of teleportation. That will allow me to move anywhere on the board when I spend this card. That'll be really handy, as you will soon see. Alright, so now, not only do I have my hero ability, which lets me swap 1 space, but I have this ability, which lets me move anywhere on the board. This is a one-time use. It will go in the discard pile after it's used. But if I combine my 3 swords and, say, like the 3 swords of this guy, I can wipe out this succubus, which is immune to fire, but not immune to swords. So that's what I'm going to do. Here goes. Here goes nothing. I'm going to zoom up. I think I'll go on this side. You know, yeah. Yeah, let's... yeah. Yep. Card ability. Right here. Choom. Alright, and so now I can take my regular turn. Add cards to take the succubus. Here I'm adding my card. There it is. You're gone. I have your loot. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have moved over this 1 key chest. It's a freebie for me, but not for other people. There, the knight actually purchased it for the loot of the goblin. Alright, another hero ability opportunity. I don't really have much in the way of spendable cash. So I don't have what it needs. I need to take out either one of these guys, so I have to take out some easier stuff. I build up my supplies. Okay. This guy's immune to swords. Not a good look. So is this guy. This guy back here though isn't. He's just a straight up 3 hearts. I can take him. I will use my hero ability, swap places, then attack, and take that Revenant. And what will I slide up? I guess I'll slide up this chest. I mean, even if I can't take it, I can still move through it. Oh, someone used a special ability there. The Bag of Holding. The Bag of Holding allowed them to grab the top discard card in exchange for the Bag of Holding card. Great opportunity to grab some discarded tasty card. Okay. So I've got the werewolf here. I need 3 swords against him. I've got this loot. This guy, he's worth 3 swords. I can take the werewolf with this guy. Oh no, he's immune to swords. No, I can't. Oh no. Okay. Nuts. Why am I surrounded with guys that are immune to swords? It's terrible. I'm gonna move. I guess I'll take this potion. Not great. Sometimes you don't always have a great move. And it's best to make sure that you've got some cards around you that are free to take. So when you're kind of sliding things in and seeing what's on the draw deck coming in. You kind of want to make sure that you don't get trapped between monsters you can't defeat. Okay. So this guy's coming in wherever I leave an open space. That's good. He's not immune to swords, so I can murderize him in the future. I think I'm going to take this potion, and that will mean that he will go wherever I slide the card away. So he will go here. All right. Well, now you see on deck is the game end card. Now, the game end card means that it's possible to end the game if you pick up the card, but it doesn't mean that the game is over. It just means the game original draw deck has run out. The original draw deck runs out. This card goes down. If somebody moves on it, game ends. If not, you take the discard pile, shuffle them, and they become the new draw deck. And the new draw deck now has 33 cards. So most likely, the game will be over before 33 player turns. It'll be less than that, almost for sure. Because I'm gonna head over here and pick it up. I think. Let's see. Can I take anything? Can I take this guy? I've got 3 hearts. No. He's not immune to swords, so I can attack him. But I would need to use. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it is. I think I'm going to use my hero ability and just swap places with this guy and take this guy for free. All right. Now I've taken an additional guy for free that has 1 sword. This guy has 3 swords. I have 3 swords, so that's a total of 7. So I can take this guy. So I will do that guy and that guy. So I'll be spending 4 coins, but I'll be getting 7 coins. So yeah, totally worth it. Alrighty. Again, I've got a bunch of guys that are, immune to swords. Not a good look for the rogue. So I think I'm gonna just work my way over to the end card as quick as I can. So I'm gonna use my hero ability, swapping places. Then I'll pick up a free potion. Thank you. And yep. Yeah, if I want to, I could take this guy with potions alone. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I've got the opportunity to take the shade with potions alone, and it's totally worth it. There we go. Barbarian still hasn't leveled up. It's a little bit surprising. He seems to have gotten out of position. He's not near any boss monsters. So he's been taking a lot of other stuff, but not the boss monsters. All right, so I'm going to use my hero ability solely just to kind of move faster. So I can get over the game end card and we can move along to the victory conditions. And that's another thing the game end card gives you, is when that comes out, you know, oh, hey, he finally leveled up. All right. You know, it gives you the opportunity that if you think you're ahead, and of course you don't really know whether you're ahead or not because you can't see what other people have, you can see how many cards they have, but you don't know exactly how many coins they have. So it's a little bit of a guessing game. So again, I'm going to use my hero ability. Boom, boom. I'm going to click on this guy. He's a freebie. Awesome. And we'll move that one up. Great. So I've got a pretty good selection of monsters that I've defeated, all of which are worth gold coins. I've got a few cards which are worthless. They'll only be good in terms of like breaking a tie, should we have a tie. So I think I'm ready to end the game. So here we go. Boom. Boom. Game over. Now the game end screen will show that I won. I am victorious. I had the most gold coins by a lot. If for some reason we had tied, I would only have beaten the barbarian. The knight actually had more cards than me. And then it shows that I defeated 15 monsters total, 4 bosses in total. I used my hero ability 9 times. And I am Jimbo. That's who played. Versus these 2 AIs. If you play with friends, then your friends' names appear here instead of the AI names. The AI thing is just here, so if you ever screenshot this, you know how difficult the AI was. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy playing Dank Dungeons of Darkness.